Hello everyone, this is Feeqs and welcome back. So I've done a whole bunch of work on these tunnels now. I've added the ones over here. I'm pretty sure this wasn't here last time. But I added this tunnel, I added a tunnel going down here, then I even added a tunnel down here, and then I added it go down again, and then that's what we're gonna be working on today is what's down there. But I wanted to get some crafting benches in here. I actually only have one in right now. But I added this little function thing right here. I push this button, crafting bench will come up, and if I push the button again, it'll go away. And that happens sometimes. It glitches out. You just gotta update it and it'll go back. But I'm gonna put those like around the place every now and then. I might put one right here, and I might have another one that's down there. But yeah, I just want to have those just so I don't have to have crafting benches like out in the open everywhere. And then these walls, I want to start decorating these walls here in a little bit, like putting some plants and stuff like that in them. But this is what I've been working on. I've been trying to find a good spot to build the mob grinder, which is one reason why I have so many of these tunnels. Like I was thinking about maybe putting it there, like maybe over there, and then like originally I was thinking about putting it way down there, but ultimately I decided on having it all the way down here, which may become a nuisance later. Like just because it's so far away, but that just depends on where everything I put. Like if I have most of my stuff down here anyway, it won't matter that much. But right here is where I decided to put it. I already started, wish I still got cobblestone laying around. But I actually have a little bit of it dug out. I think this is where the platform's gonna be, where I hit them to get the XP. And then the one thing I forgot about is the control panel. I forgot all about the control panel, so I might put it like along this wall here. It depends on where I'm gonna have the platform at, like where I'm gonna stand to kill him. Because if I have it, like I don't know, I have to have this sideways like this. Because I originally was gonna have it where this was gonna taper off. Now it's gonna go over there, but I didn't like the way where it was gonna be at, sitting up top on the surface, because it is gonna be visible on the surface. So that's one reason why it took me so long to figure out where I wanted to put it. But the only thing that really sucks is that the center is right here, and I need a 2-block gap right here for the mobs to stand on. So it's gonna have to be an odd number this way for a room and an even number this way, which is alright. I can work that out. But just one thing I forgot about was putting in the control panel. Like I could have it like right here, just something like that, and have all my different functions on there. That way I don't have to really move all that much, or I could have it behind me. I don't know. I'm gonna have to figure that out later. And then something else I'm not too sure. I'm stuttering over my words. I'm not too sure if I'm gonna have this level. Like I usually have them raised up. Like I'll have the ground level a couple blocks lower, and then you have to step onto the platform. Like say it's a 2x2 right here. You step up here, and then you can get your XP. I'm pretty sure this is gonna be the back right here. Right there. So yeah, that's where that's gonna be. I could have it on the other side. I can't have it this way. Well, I guess I could. I could have the whole thing set up to where I just stand right here and punch them, but then the drops, when they get stuck back here, there's no way for me to get that without having a piston push it. Reason why I like it like this is because you can get all the drops. Like as long as you have this right here, they can't get out, and the creepers will not sizzle or anything as long as you stand a little bit back. And then you can just go up and pick up the drops really fast, so you won't have to add like an extra function to push your drops forward or anything. So it makes things a little bit easier. But some functions that I want with this is I'm gonna add well obviously they're gonna have a function where I push the button and then it'll call down all the mobs and then they stand up here. That's like the most efficient way to do it, is just have a button that you push and it sends all the mobs, not just waiting for them to walk off. And then I'm gonna have a button to these might be levers or buttons, but I'm gonna have a function to where I can set it to where it's constantly falling, where I don't have to always push the button or lever to get these guys to fall down here. So I just set it to that mode, and then these guys will fall down on their own. It'll cycle. It'll make it so they can spawn, and then it'll flush them all out, and then it'll make it so they can spawn again. And then like that way all I have to do is just sit here, and then I can just grind the XP that way. which I had that kind of set up on the first VanillaCraft server, and it worked pretty well. By the time you killed the last mob, it was already beginning the second cycle to where it flushed him down. So you could almost constantly be sitting there spamming your trigger button to kill him. So that worked out pretty well. And then another function that I'm going to want to do is change this into a drop farm, to where if I just want to AFK, I can just like stand over in a certain spot and then I'll just fill up on drops. I won't have to worry about killing them. And then the third and final function that I may do, I'm going to have to do like a semi-mob sorter. And I might want it to where I like flick a lever and then it'll just throw all the creepers into one tunnel. It's not really worth it to sort out the zombies and skeletons, because there's not really much there's not really much you can do with them. So what I might do is I might just have the tunnel redirect the mobs over to another pipe, and then I'll burn up the skeletons and skeletons and zombies. That way, the only thing that's left here is the creepers, and then I can just sit there with a looting 3 sword or something, and then constantly kill the creepers and get tons of gunpowder that way. Like, I don't know, that's just one way I could do it. Like, I'm still gonna get some drops from the skeletons and stuff because they're gonna be burning up. But yeah, that's what I plan on doing here. I'm not too sure how it's going to all play out. I have to start working on this. I finally do have enough cobble to start working on it, just from digging out these tunnels alone. I haven't gone caving at all since for a while now. Ever since I started this, I haven't really gone caving. So yeah, all my cobble and everything's just been from digging out these rooms and these tunnels, which is awesome. I have over a double chest of cobble now, so that should be more than enough to fill this up. But that's pretty much all that's really been going on. Just been digging tunnels. So I'm gonna get some stuff ready to start working on this mob spawner here, and I'll meet you guys when that's done. Alright guys, so just to get things going a little bit, I got a little bit of this started. I have the first platform done on the side. So basically what this does is it uses water to push off the mobs. This is Monkey Farm's Mobs on Demand spawner. I really like it. I've built it a few times. It's really efficient, and once you get everything worked out the way it needs to, like all the caves lit up properly and everything, it's a really good design. So basically all this really does is that you push a button, it'll release some water, and then the water will force all the mobs off to the side. And then they fall down into this water stream, and then they all fall down there, and they're all one-hit kill, with the exception of zombies. They're two-hit because they have that one piece of armor. But yeah, that's essentially all this thing is. It's just uses water to push off the mobs, which is really nice. It's a lot better than a lot of the mob farms I see. You have to sit there and wait for the mobs to walk off on their own, which after they get above so many blocks they don't move. I think it's like 25 blocks or something like that. No, it's got to be more than that. I don't remember how far it is. It's relatively close though. Once they get so far, they will not move. They'll still spawn in and everything, but they won't move at all. So this helps with that. Alright, so hopefully we built this right. So basically what we gotta do is we gotta go 8 blocks back from this, because water can only travel 8 blocks. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, and then the 9th block right here will be a wall. Technically you gotta go 9 blocks back, but I don't know, I'm trying to keep things simple. And then you just pretty much just go on an angle all the way through this until you reach the end. Which should be, sometimes you miss it. Let's make sure we don't miss it this time though. And if you built the corner right, I'm building on this side first, because if you built the thing right, there should be a 3-block gap in between here. It should go 1, 2, 3, like that. So that's just one quick way I always check to make sure I built this properly. And then technically I don't need these blocks right here because the wall is only going to go up here, so I could just build it like that. But I think cosmetically it'll make it look better. So we're going to do that. And then later, I don't want to go through and add all the walls in yet, because later, once I find some mob spawners, because I haven't found a single dungeon yet. Once I find those, I'm going to want to put some mossy cobblestone in this thing to make it look a little bit better. Alright. And there is a way, if you want spiders to spawn on here, you just don't put half slabs. Because there's the way he builds it and the way I like to build it is you put half slabs so many blocks apart, so that way no spiders are able to spawn in, and that makes it so they can't clog up your system here. I gotta make sure I count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, but I would have to make a 2 by 2 hole at the very least for them to fall down. And spiders are such a pain since they can cling onto walls. But I don't know. I just thought that was kind of funny because I said cling on. Oh man. But yeah, they can hang on. They can latch onto walls, and it makes them really difficult to farm if you try to make them fall down their the very most a 2 by 2 hole. Like that's the smallest hole you can make it so they can fall down. So if you want to make a good spider spawner out of it, you're gonna have to make it the very least a 2 by 2. I'd probably go with like a 3 by 3 or larger, so that way if they're falling, they can't cling onto the walls as easily. Oh, did I do something wrong? Oh no, I didn't finish that one. Alright, so let's go all the way through here. Add in that one, and that one. And I think the one thing that's going to be the most expensive out of this whole build is going to be the wood. I mean, that sounds kind of retarded, but well, I mean, wood's going to be easy to get because of these jungle trees. I'm going to have to chop down a bunch, but each one of these layers takes a bunch of pressure plates, so that way the water stays flowing above it, because mobs can still spawn on pressure plates. But it's a whole bunch of pressure plates, and especially as many layers as I'm going to do this one. I'm going to do 5 layers. That's about as many as I do, because if you go any higher than 5 layers, they stop walking, basically. So it's just the easiest way. Or actually, no, I don't think they'll stop walking, but they'll stop spawning in at that height. I don't remember. I had a good reason, but yeah, I always do 5. And I think in his video he suggests to only do 5. Don't really go more above that because it's just pretty much just wasting materials. But yeah, I'll link you guys the video of his tutorial for it because it's a really good tutorial. It's a lot better than those standard mob spawners that you see everywhere. The only downfall is it takes a lot more materials, and especially if you're going to want to use it for like a main source of XP, which is my main goal for this, is just to have a really good XP farm. I want to have a good one in the Nether, the End, and the Overworld. So this one's going to be my Overworld one. I'm not too sure if this is going to be at like the maximum amount of efficiency is going to be before I get to the end, like to where I push a button and or where I have it to where it's that critical spawn up here. It's going to be a lot of caving in this area, and I think most of the caving I did was way off in that direction, so it was pretty much for nothing, since I'm going to be out of the range for those mobs to spawn in those caves anyway. But, oh well, I got a bunch of materials out of it. Alright, so I think we almost have the first floor done here. I'm probably just going to do the first floor, and then I'll finish up what I can. Because I might have to stop recording here soon because I have some stuff that I have to do today. So say it's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then this guy is our wall. Awesome. And I'm not too sure if I mentioned this, but one good trade-off to building in the jungle like this, starting to build the spawner here, is all these leaves are all over the place, so they're already taking up a lot of the spawns. Or, oop, alright, there we go. But it makes it so mobs can't spawn, since mobs cannot spawn on leaves. So it sort of helps a little bit. I want to light up the area. I didn't want to light up the area anyway, like the surface area, because I like the way it looks. I don't want to ruin anything. That's actually the first cocoa beans I got. But I don't like that they're like flattening an area and then ruining the natural terrain and everything. It makes everything look kind of bad, at least in my opinion. Alright, so we got this last little bit to do here. So this, and altogether this thing is extremely simple to build. It's pretty time consuming to build. I think I remember the first time I ever built it, I was on the PC. It was around the time that he just came out with it. Like I think it was like almost a day he came out with it. I really liked it and I wanted to build it. It was one of the first mob spawners I ever built. Like I built this one before I even built the standard one that you see everywhere. Crap. With the 8 spawn, or was it 8 by 8 grids on each side, and then it goes down the middle into like a 2 by 2 hole kind of thing. You see those everywhere. But yeah, I didn't even know about those ones until way after I already built this one. I think Xbox Minecraft just came out, and I saw that one because I couldn't build this one since pistons weren't in the game yet. So I was looking up other mob spawning designs. And this was when I first started Minecraft, around because I think December 2011 was when I first was introduced to the game. But like, I'd play it on and off because it was extremely laggy on my computer. It could barely handle it. I think I was getting like maybe like 11 frames, like on the lowest settings too. So yeah, I could barely play it, but I tried to play it as much as at least at first I didn't play it all that much, but the more I played it, I started getting into it a lot more. I thought it was pretty cool. Oh, it wasn't really until I found out about like redstone and pistons that I really got interested in the game because I was kind of in it for the building. The building was pretty cool. I actually played a game called Total Miner, which I think I've mentioned quite a few times now. That was for the Xbox, which is essentially just building. That's all you do is just build. But well, I think they had a survival mode, but it was called like Dig Deep or something. But like that's seriously all you did. You just dug down in a hole to see if you can get all the way down to bedrock. Which I think the world was like almost like 5,000 blocks deep. So it took forever to get down there. And their tool system was not any tool could break a block. Like you can't break all blocks with your fist like you can in Minecraft. So you had to find like schematics and stuff like that all over the place before you could move on. Oh, alright. So I got the first layer done here. I'm gonna add in a few more layers. I'll probably just get the outlines done. Like I said, I'm not gonna add all 5 layers in because, or actually, I'm just gonna see how far I can get. I probably won't get all 5 layers because it's gonna take some time, and I may not even have enough materials to do it. I'm not too sure. Double chest of cobble should do it though. But yeah, I'll see you guys when I get all that done instead of just rambling on here. Just look how awesome that thing's already starting to turn out to be. Just need to get some mossy cobblestone mixed in there, and this thing would be looking amazing. Alright, so I actually got all 5 layers built. They're not done or anything, but I just need to do this last little channel here, just like that, and then this bottom part's done. I kind of want to keep that open though, just in case if I fall I can get back up here really quick. So the next thing that we have to do here is we're going to have to lay down all the pressure plates and half slabs. So I think the easiest way to do this is just lay down all the pressure plates first, and then lay down the half slabs. Because when you lay down the half slabs, you can't walk up, like you can't walk over it because this is only too high. So let's just make a crap load of half slabs. It's gonna take a whole bunch. Like I said, it takes a lot of wood to do this. I had like 6 or 7 stacks of jungle wood, but that's all gone now. I used it all up building those tunnels. So hopefully I don't need more than the 2 stacks I have. I probably will. I think it takes like around 3 stacks of wood to build this. I could be wrong. Let's see, you get 4 jungle planks per walk. So you get oops, I'm already out of those. See, look, it took, that was a lot. Alright, so a stack takes 16, so you get 4 stacks of wood per uh stack of logs. And then it takes 2, so 4, so you get 2 stacks of pressure plates. It takes per stack of logs. And then it takes about a stack to fill up a layer. So yeah, I'm definitely not gonna have enough. I don't remember exactly how many it is. Let's see, we have 40. And then we also gotta account for the half slabs because we can't have pressure plates and half slabs on the same block. I don't know. Just to say that I don't have enough. It's just gonna be easy as that. Saying that. I probably should oops. I'm gonna have to move the slider too because the half slab goes right there. But what was I gonna say? I don't remember. Oh yeah, the redstone. I was about to talk about the redstone. I'm not gonna do the redstone for a little while, probably until I get some mossy cobblestone mixed in here, because I don't want to get mossy cobblestone and try and poke it in places here and there. It's not gonna matter on the inside, but the outside is probably gonna take like maybe at least 2.5 stacks of mossy cobblestone I want to put on this exterior. That number might change depending, like once I get a look at seeing how much a stack is gonna do. But I'm pretty sure it's gonna take way more than a stack. But oh yeah, okay, that's oak. Yeah, I'm already out of freaking wood. That sucks. I'm gonna have to go chop down trees. I was gonna say like I thought this was at least gonna fill up one side, but I guess not. Uh, oh look at that, a stack of pressure plates exactly. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna go to one side that I haven't done yet, and then see how much I have left over from a stack. Knock out all these torches. Knocking out all these torches is kind of bad too, because now mobs are able to spawn up here. But it's not gonna matter too much since I have most of the caves around here pretty dark. That's another reason why I don't want to finish the redstone, because if I just finish this right away, it's just gonna be sitting there for a long time, and I might want to use my redstone for something else. Oh, wow. It takes a stack exactly? Okay, so 2 stacks, so 1 stack of wood will do 2 layers. I have 5 times 4, which is 20 layers. Holy crap. Oh man, that's gonna take a lot of wood. Every time I build this, I know it takes a ton of wood, but I'm still always surprised by how much it really is. One time I was thinking about doing it with stone pressure plates, because it doesn't matter if you use stone or wooden ones. It's just easier to get wood. But I could not imagine spending all that time smelting up all that stone. That'd take forever. Alright, I don't want to talk too long here because I've already spent a majority of the time talking. And I'm probably almost out of time by now. I actually didn't look to see how much time I had left. Probably should have done that. But yeah, this thing's coming along pretty well. I love the way this thing looks like. When you get it all filled in, you get the walls filled in, and you get the roof on, and like you have everything done. It just looks awesome, especially when the water's flowing. I don't know, it's just a cool look. Too bad you're never really inside to look at it. I mean, I usually come up there eventually to check on things, make sure nothing glitched out or anything. But yeah, I probably shouldn't. I won't be up there that often. I'll give you a quick look around at what it looks like upstairs. I jumped down there for no reason. I just realized that. But this is kind of the look I was going for. Originally I wanted it sunk into the ground a little bit, but then I remembered that these things need to be visible, or like they don't need to be visible, but I wanted them to be visible because I thought it would look cool. So I think once I get the mossy cobble in there and everything, it's gonna look a lot nicer. It's actually gonna look like it's a jungle ruin kind of thing. I might build some stuff to it too. There's not really a point, just to make it look a little bit better. Where am I going? I have no clue. I think this way's home. Yeah. I want to do something with this too, because this looks really cool when you're really high up. Let's break that. When you're really high up here, this looks really awesome. Especially when you're on that one. That one looks really cool. I kind of want to build like a tree house kind of thing. Maybe like a platform and then like a bridge that goes down to there. Maybe it goes into my house. That's actually one reason why I went with the design I did with the tunnels, because it uses like just the right amount of wood and stone to where I could transition between jungle ruins, like with the like when you picture like jungle ruins, you picture lots of stone and I don't know, crumpled up statues and stuff like that. Because like since I have cobble in here, I think I could transition to that pretty easily, and I can transition to like these uh, rope kind of bridges across and stuff like that. I think that's pretty cool. But oh yeah, I forgot to show you this. Like I know I showed you it, but I forgot to show you the redstone for it. This actually took me a while to figure this out. That's weird. I thought a block update like that would cause it to work, but I guess you have to click on it. Oh yeah, and here's the redstone. It's actually a lot bigger than I want it to be. Like that, just for the simple function that it is. I could make it a lot simpler if I just did let me, is there a way out? Alright, if since like you can see that stone brick right there, I was originally thinking maybe I could just remove that stone brick, then I could just have a piston pull this tree back and then piston push a crafting bench up, but I didn't like being able to see the piston there. So I made it so you can see it swaps that block out over here. See the block's down there now. Oh, this happens so much. I don't know if it's just part of TU13 or I don't know. But yeah, basically all it is just two monostable circuits. So you have a monostable circuit here, which triggers that one, but it's on a delay. So you push the button, this monostable will go first, which triggers this T flip-flop, which causes those to go push this down. And I think at the time when this gets pulled down, this gets triggered to go. Actually no, there's a delay. Yeah, there's a delay. So that gets pulled down, then this one goes picks up the block, like picks up that log, and then this piston will get triggered to go up. And that part was easy. I actually did that all with one monostable circuit, and it was really small and compact. It was getting it to close back up that took forever to like get it to work properly. Like the wood would constantly get pushed back out that way. So I'd add in a second monostable circuit so that way it could create a T flip-flop and a block update because if this block update was gone, then these pistons would stay retracted or yeah, retracted so that way I forgot what I was saying. So that way you wouldn't see the blocks. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. But yeah, altogether, I'm not completely happy with the redstone, but it works, so that's all that matters. If I can come up with a smaller, sleeker design than that, I'll probably put these up a lot more often, but as it stands, I'm probably just going to have them every so often, just so that way, like I really want one down here, because while I was working on this, probably right here, while I was working on this, I constantly had to walk all the way back up there, because I didn't want to make another crafting bench like I did down here. So, yeah, I'll probably put one right here, and then I'll put one at like the intersection up there. Probably keep them close to the intersections. But yeah, that's the mob farm. I think that's all I'm gonna have time to do today. I already talked way longer than I planned on. So I'm gonna shut up now, and I will see you guys next time.